As the winter weather rolls in and the seasons change, many people struggle with seasonal affective disorder. Here to tell us a little bit more about SAD is Dr. Tim Perry with Frontier Health. Dr. Perry, thanks so much for coming on today.
Thank you.
Well, first off, let's talk a little bit about what SAD even is.
Well, it's a form of clinical depression. There are two types. There's a summer and a winter. Summer is fairly rare. Winter is more common. About 5% of the population actually have SAD. It starts about mid to late fall and lasts through the end of winter months to the beginning of early spring. And it is a form of, can be very serious depression.
Let's talk a little bit about what triggers something like this.
The most research is around daylight and nighttime. So when the days get shorter and the nights get longer, that seems to be a triggering effect on SAD. It affects your body chemistry, your serotonin levels, your melatonin levels, and your circadian rhythm. That's your biological clock that gets you up in the morning, puts you to sleep at night. So you have a higher production of melatonin, which helps you sleep. So you're sluggish, you're sleepy, more depressed, and your serotonin level, which is a mood regulating neurotransmitter, is reduced. So you actually have lower moods and a more depressed sense of feeling and low energy and lethargic and sometimes agitation.
And I know that obviously you mentioned some of those triggers when it comes to the daylight, but what about some things like the holidays and maybe the weather?
Well, we do know that weather has a factor because the gloomier days actually makes SAD worse and depression worse. And stress is a triggering effect. So when we stress ourselves, like during the holidays period of time, when we try to cram so much into a very short window of time and we overpressure ourselves, that stress can be a triggering and a facilitating effect on SAD.
Well, what are some ways that folks can maybe, look at this and say, how can I combat this? And maybe they're seeing some signs in themselves.
One of the most important ways is sunlight. Sunlight is a major partner in SAD. So the more sunlight we expose ourselves to, the better we're going to be able to deal with SAD. So getting outside more in the sunlight. If you're indoors, open the shades to let the sunlight in or cut the lights on if it's a dark and gloomy day so there's more light in. Exercise builds serotonin. Get out and exercise more. Socialize in a non-pressured way that you're with friends that support you, socialization. Watch your diet. Typically, SAD people tend to crave carbohydrates, which can also lead to weight gain. So watch your carbohydrates, your nicotine levels, your caffeine levels, alcohol levels. Try to eat a healthy, balanced diet, and try not to overpressure yourselves, taking on too much during the holidays. All of those can be contributing factors to seasonal affective depression. And
you just brought up a great point. Obviously, we know this is Thanksgiving week. We know Thursday, there might be a lot of anxiety when it comes to those family gatherings or even the gatherings with your friends. Let's talk a little bit about how folks can maybe prepare themselves for that and not stress themselves out and actually be able to enjoy the day.
Plan your events ahead of time. Try to have it in a structured way. Don't try to put too much into one thing or too much into one day. And moderation. Everything that we do, if we do it in moderation, that includes the planning for the social event, the gatherings that we have, and the food that we eat. Try to moderate ourselves and temper ourselves. It takes some self-discipline, but the long run will be you will feel better, you will feel less pressured, and your body will reward you by having more levels of serotonin that helps your body regulate moods and gives you a better feeling, so you'll not feel as guilty after the holidays are over and less pressurized with it.
Absolutely. Well, Dr. Perry, thank you so much for stopping by First at 4 today, and happy Thanksgiving to you. But if you're struggling with seasonal affective disorder, you can contact Frontier Health. We have their number right there on your screen as well as their email address. You can reach out to them and they will be able to help you.